Go ahead.
Rebellious. Do you know what happened on a blue January day? Think of 1776, the year of our freedom, of independence. Independence Hall. Hancock, the president of the Continental Congress. From Massachusetts to Georgia, 13 colonies aligned. 56 signers standing in a line, coming together to fight for freedom and for independence. 56 rebellious and honorable. The Pennsylvania State House with Trumbull's red curtains drawn. From Hopkins to Harrison, Jefferson and Adams, and Rutledge to Franklin. The 56 signers began to fight back. They paid less taxes on cards, mail, and tea, but were angry at George for not setting them free. The colonists just wanted to be heard, not their screams and cries at the lobsterbacks invading their homes. Every common man wanted the king to understand that they would have to say, even if they would be killed. The rebel inside them loaded cannons and guns, but when they dumped tea into the harbor, the war had already begun. The British came in just doing their job, collecting up taxes, but the rebels said everything had been wrong. They spun fabric in the streets and refused their cup of tea, just to say, never again, George, never again. Bravery. Next, I will tell of bravery, a different tune played to Washington's song. Colonel Prescott, his sacrifice forgotten in the shadow of Washington. His white flags fly above. George Washington trots on horses, breeds hill ahead, while poor old Prescott lies peacefully, like hundreds of the redcoats, dead. Did the Patriots know that they would have to retreat? Not until they saw the whites of the lobsterback's eyes. War did not know that ammunition would be spent on determined redcoats, climbing up again and again. Willing to lose it all if caught, Prescott waits on the hill patiently, until he is shot. His bravery is powerful, not many can compare. If only, his bravery was more remembered there. Bang, pop, boom. Hundreds of soldiers running towards freedom, thousands of soldiers running towards doom. These men and women were the bravest because they knew they risked all that they had to fire some muskets and make King George mad. Cleverness. After the end of many lives and battles, war has come to an end. Hundreds were sick, thousands were dead, or had given up at Valley Forge. There was only one way to win the war. The sky turned black with gunsmoke from the east to the west. When most hope seemed lost and freedom only a dream, good old General Washington signed to be pals with France. And so the Patriots dug trenches with the French, leave the British behind, they promised each other. By boat and by foot, the two sides collided and gunfire filled Yorktown. The British troops, overwhelmed by the ambush at sea, the greatest army in the world, surrendered on one knee. The game the Patriots played, very clever Washington. Who knew that the world would turn upside down in one day? Rebellious, brave, and clever. Next time you think of freedom, or see the sea, maybe a dreary night, or maybe on a day with SOTUS and friends, remember the 13. Remember the 56. The brave and young soldiers who never held a gun, and the rebellious others who did what they could. The clever French men who did what no one else could. Destroying the link between the British and the colonies, finally we are free. Independence, finally we are free.